Welcome to Challenge Bandits. We're 7 middle-aged mates who stay in touch with a weekly Zoom call challenge. It's home tasking without the Taskmaster, so you decide who wins. You'll find a voting link pinned in the comments. Before we kick off this week's Zoom call challenge, which is all about wine tasting, let's see who won last week's challenge, which was to make a pudding sandwich.
Hello!
Today I'm making a pudding sandwich.
The Big Matt from McDonald's. We get 2 pieces of bread.
Oh, that was the cupboard, by the way, not me.
Oh, well done. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we're ready for the final stage.
You know, I've forgotten to do one thing.
Sauce.
Oh, pardon me, I do apologise.
That is one Big Matt.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Thank you, please. Oh, I'm loving it.
Your votes have been tallied, and the winner of last week's Zoom call challenge is tied. The 2 winners are Dave and Matt.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
Double crown.
Oh,
Oh. Oh my gosh,
Double
it's split in
crown.
2.
Yeah, how'd that split in 2? That's well impressive.
very sorry.
Okay, so now on to this week's episode. This week, our Zoom call challenge was to be an expert wine taster.
Hello, it's me back again, and I'm going to tell you about the wine, the beautiful wine. I'm here in the Loire Valley, and I have got my glass of wine already ready to tell you all about it. And I'm going to tell you about the wine, how to taste it, and a little bit about where it comes from. So let's start at the beginning. Where does the wine come from? Well, it comes from the grape. I love the grape, and I don't trust anybody else. I produce my own grape. And when I produce my grape, I want it to be soft, but not too soft. I want it to be big, but not too big. And its texture needs to be smooth. And when it falls, you want to pick it up and caress it in your hand. And when you caress it, you feel its warmth, you feel its love, and you know that that wine is going to be perfect because it has come from the perfect grape. And what more can I say? I'm excited, and I just need to now dive in and taste a bit. Oh, it's strong and it's got such an aroma. That rich grape is transferred into the wine, and it has the most wonderful flavor. When you're tasting the wine, you want to just swirl it around a little bit and smell it. It is rich, it is beautiful, it is succulent. And then you get to taste it and swirl it around in your mouth. It is beautiful. I love the wine so much. My whole life is about the wine. In fact, it's just like my wife says. You do it all the time. Wine, wine, wine. Yes. So that is it. That is a little bit about the wine and my grape. And if you want to know a little bit more, then get in touch. I'd be more than happy to sell you my grape.
Love the character.
Wow,
Really
yeah,
good.
that was really good.
Beautiful accent. Really good accent. Is this, you're very much like Fred from the...
First dates.
Yeah, that's right. Is that who you were going with?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you are Fred.
Without the charisma and the good looks, yeah.
It was really consistent as well, your accent. You know, we've had some weeks where an accents went like all over the place. Not looking at anyone in particular, Jonathan. But yeah, that was really consistent.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, Matt. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice garden as well.
Very descriptive. Very descriptive. Also, you're wearing a pocket square kind of thing as well, which I thought was very good, actually.
I thought I had to put some effort into the costume.
Is it a napkin from dinner?
No, it's an actual pocket square from Adrian's wedding.
Oh.
It was me thinking it's pink loo roll.
That's right.
Hey,
You
where's
should
this?
get it.
That was the look we were going for, yeah.
Who would be the best person to talk about red wine? Wine. And what does it say here? Chili, child. Merlot. Funny, a friend of mine once told me it was Merlot, but the spelling's somewhat interesting. What do you say to a bottle of rum? We forget the wine. Merlot. Yeah, not him. He likes rum. Have any animals ever carried out a wine tasting? So I said to the guy, look, I like limbs. Like chuck us a leg or an arm. Don't offer me wine. I'm just not going to enjoy it, am I? Someone told me I was going to be involved in some sort of wine tasting. I kind of laughed because, I mean, look at me. There's no way anyone is going to be buying any wine from me anytime soon, are they? Oh, I don't really like wine at all. Like, why am I? Disgusting. No, that's not going to work either. All right, ignite those flavours. A red haze, perhaps a Cabernet Sauvignon. No, delightful. It's kind of quite fruity. There's almost a dry smell to this. Here. So high on the tannins, just draining down the glass. Very, very nice. Looks a little lighter, this one, a little lighter in colour. For a sniff. Plum coming through that. Very plummy, very plummy. Oh yes, very, very, very plummy, that one. Ooh. I've got to breathe through it. Ignite the fire. Delightful stench that's coming off your wine. Last one. Oh, it has to be the Malbec. This is my favourite. Thank you so much.
I love the Darth Vader sniff.
And the description of a delightful stench. Like, that was, perfect for like a wine tasting thing.
When you had the all of the wine glasses in a row with different levels, I thought you were going to go doo, 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 and do like a kind of little musical kind of thing. I was like,
I have tried before, but those wine glasses don't do it. They need to be thinner. The glass needs to be much thinner.
I think the dinosaur should have had a go.
Yeah,
Could have gone messy.
That's what Beth was saying. So the dinosaur should have had a go, and I thought I'm not doing it because that's a really cool dinosaur mask. It's battery powered, and the wine would have gone straight onto all that bit, and it wouldn't have worked. So I thought
you need a straw.
Yeah, that would have been a very interesting close up with the
dinosaur.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, dinosaur, nice.
Hi all, Challenge Bandit Paul here, and today I'm your sommelier. Now, being an 83 vintage myself, I know a few things about a good drink. Now, firstly, I need a bottle opener. No, the real bottle opener, please.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right. Now, you have to make sure that you open your drink safely. This is sharp. Now, just need to get the cork. That's the right noise. Now, take a glass. Now I'm going to keep this this brand off camera because I don't want everybody to know about it and run the shops dry. Just a nice pour. This is obviously why I don't work in a pub. Perfect. Now, as you can tell, just the right amount of head. Now, Give it a good sniff. I'm getting citrus, orange specifically. This is a fine drink. Not from these shores. This is continental Europe. Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm not going to spit it out. I'm not a Neanderthal. Hoppy, refreshing. It's perfect. Jonathan, just like boarding school. Bottoms up.
That is one fizzy wine.
Do you include that?
Yeah, they drink in boarding school, don't they?
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
Under the covers.
That's what you meant.
I like your choice of wine. You know, we have white wine, we have red wine, you have rosé, and now you've got amber.
And we have urine.
You can get there is an orange wine. An orange wine is a thing. That was a special continental wine. I was very happy with it.
Yeah.
It looks quite fizzy as well.
Yeah, good froth. Yeah,
It's just-
nice froth. I was disappointed there was no moustache. I wanted a moustache froth.
Yeah, or a bit on the nose.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was waiting for that.
Me
Oh,
too.
that's fair. That's fair. I'll redo it tonight. But I won't video it. I'll just redo the drinking.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Do your episode of Frothy the Snowman.
Oh.
Obviously, the most important thing was that you used the pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way to open it.
Mm-hmm. Would have been good to see on
Continuity.
camera, though. You know, so other people could have seen how to use the pizza cutter.
Yeah. The
Open it.
problem is I didn't want, as I said, I didn't want to disclose the brand of wine I was drinking.
You could have just popped up the tip. You know, just so we could see the tip and give that a little boop.
Yeah.
Sure I want to see.
Yeah.
Tip.
I do like your choice of glass as well. I like the shape of it.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. That's
You're
the
welcome.
nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It will be the only nice thing I ever say to you.
Good.
Hi folks, it's the PM here. Of course it's PM. It's evening. Haha, had you there. I'm not in my normal office today. In fact, my lounge in number 10 is actually being redone. I don't want to get wine spilt on it, so I've gone to one of my tenants' houses. They're relatively poor, so I've just done it. They're in the next room. They don't know that I'm here, so if we're nice and quiet, we might get away with it. Okay, so I'm here to do a wine review. I've poured a glass of wine. I hope you don't mind. I've done a few takes of it. It's as a result, I've actually had quite a lot of wine already tonight. It's what white you call an eaten mess. Anyway, I have fond memories from Eton. I was just thinking about when I first saw this glass of wine. You might be thinking it looks very much like blackcurrant juice, and for all intents and purposes, it actually is. It's got alcohol in as well, but I'm going to have a sip because I'm not quite drunk enough. So, it does look very much like blackcurrant to me, and I have very fond memories of coming home from the school holidays at Eton, where I would come home and my nanny had a glass of blackcurrant juice waiting for me when I got home, and she was polishing my balls, which I very much like because I love my cricket balls, so that I can play my game and have the bat in my hand and give those balls a good walloping. So I very much enjoy that, and really this brings me immense joy from seeing my nanny in the summer holidays, and for this reason the folks, the very kind chaps at Waitrose have given me they said that they were going to give me a £10 voucher if I can get you kind chaps and chapesses to go out and buy a bottle or two of wine, or maybe a case if you can stretch to that, and I get a very small book token or a voucher, which I can go and buy another few cases or even a small patch of land. So that's very good. And so here, the end of my blackcurrant juice wine. I'm just going to spend the rest of the evening getting quietly tipsy while you can go out and purchase some wine of which I can reap the benefits. Wait, there's someone coming.
What are you doing in my house, Prime Minister? You should be in your palace.
This has got suddenly very awkward. Gotta go, chaps. See you later.
It was very good because you've done the impression and kind of went totally off topic. I think that was part of the character, wasn't it?
Completely. Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
Well, that makes it very true to life. Now, I particularly enjoyed right at the start the coincidental political joke, because obviously you filmed this before the news broke this week.
Absolutely.
But just saying, like, house is getting decorated. Who paid for that? Who paid for it?
It was quite funny, actually, because when I saw the news item, I was like, they get a few votes.
Or you get no votes.
Completely could go either way, yes.
I was kind of hoping you were going to, what was it, that first speech in the first lockdown he said, where he was saying, but you must stay at home, but don't stay at home. And he sort of contradicted himself. I was hoping you were going to say something like that with buy the wine, but don't buy the wine, but make sure you do go out and buy some wine, but don't do it. Or something like that.
I was thinking about doing a coronavirus kind of link about having the glasses of wine 2 centimeters of width, and a centimeter is no different to a meter because he doesn't understand space or anything like that. But I just thought it would be a bit too kind of, I don't know, for people who have been affected by coronavirus. I thought it'd be a bit inappropriate, so I just wanted to not mention it. Don't mention the war.
I think you got away with it.
Exactly, yeah.
That could almost be Keith Floyd, because it's very Keith Floyd-esque. If you look at Keith Floyd and look at you are very much a bridge between Boris and Keith.
Oh wow.
I think I think there is a Keith Floyd about that as well. So it's interesting that you've incorporated 2 characters without even knowing it, Jonathan.
Hello, I'm Adrian, and I'm a wine expert. I'm going to talk to you today about exploring your 5 senses while tasting wine. Now, to start with, we've got a white wine, and we're going to, first of all, we're going to see the wine. And doesn't that look nice? So secondly, you want to then smell the wine, use that second sense. That smells nice. And then lastly, take a sip. That's a very nice white wine. Then what you need to do is explore a palate cleanser between the wines that you're tasting. So first of all, the best palate cleanser I've found is a beer. And then secondly, you need a shot of vodka to really clear the palate. Next, we're going to move on to the rosé. We're going to explore the other senses. So we're going to touch the wine. Really, yeah, that feels nice. And then we're going to listen to the wine. We really want to hear it. And if you can, just get it in both ears. Yeah, it smells really nice. And then finally go for your sip. And that tastes very nice. Same as before, we really need to clear our palate. So over to the beer. and a shot of vodka, really just to make sure your palate's completely clear before moving on. Finally, we're going to move on now to the red wine. Now this is my favourite. It's the 1983 Chateau AD de Miles from my own garden of grapes. So we've got 5 senses. The 5th sense is taste. So we're going to taste this wine. That one tasted nice. Now, even though you've finished your wine tasting, you do just want to clear your palate again. So, that beer. And the last and the last shot of vodka. So, as a recap, when you're tasting wine, 5 senses, use all of them. Cleanse your palate with beer and vodka. Bonza.
Just love the casual middle of the day getting smashed.
Yeah.
Middle of the day, 10 a.m.
Did anyone else just want him to actually, rather than have 3 wines, to have 9 wines? Honestly, I just imagine him every shot of vodka. But by the end of it, you're literally on the floor.
I was impressed. When I first saw the when you'd have the sip, I thought that's like a massive gulp, and then you just nailed it in the last one. I was like, wow, that's incredible.
It was like a casual air of just like slowly getting more drunk as you did it. And I liked a bit at the end where you were like, or in the middle where you were sort of like just, yeah, you really want to smell it.
I feel weird watching it back. I feel weird that I looked at my finger after each time I stuck it in my ear.
How did you feel afterwards? Did you feel any effects?
Was it actually vodka or was it water?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. It was
Well,
water.
No, I thought this would come up. So actually, I did end up recording another little video. So everyone's going to say, oh yeah, was that really vodka? Or yeah, was that really red wine? That was blackcurrant juice, whatever. It has hit me like a train. That was all alcohol. I don't normally drink. Why did I do it?
Oh, mate.
So you actually got smashed for it.
I tell you what, that is taking one for the team. Completely well done.
What time of the day were you actually filming that?
I think it was as soon as I finished work. 5 o'clock on it.
Okay. So you didn't like wipe out a whole day, you just wiped out an evening. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Out of the 7 of us, yours is genuine, Adrian. The genuine product so far, yours is genuine. Because
So,
you actually drank, you went for it. Whereas we were sort of delicate with our sort of drinking. You just...
I don't know how close that makes it to an expert wine review, though.
Doesn't matter.
Any of us delivered that yet?
Yeah, it's the way you delivered it and entertained us with your various drinking methods.
Right, no offence, Dave, but if any of us are going to truly deliver on the brief of expert wine review out of the last 2, it's probably Gary.
Yeah.
So,
No.
waiting with bated breath.
Welcome to my wine tasting experience. Today I have a red wine. It's a Chateau Limois. It's from the Grand Vin de Bordeaux selection. So this is a Bordeaux red wine, which are some of the best wines in the world. It's from Cru Bourgeois. It's a Medoc and it's a 2010 wine. So this is 11 years old, this wine. So it's got a really good, hopefully vintage, mature taste to it. And I can tell you that it's 70% Cabernet Sauvignon and 30% Merlot. Let's taste the wine. Now for this purpose, I would like to embrace the Francais. Oh, that smells good. Straight away I can embrace the Francais. I inhale the wine and it tastes beautiful. I can feel the wine in the grooves of my tongue. It has hints of blueberry and raspberry. And this is from a west-facing vine. It has the sunshine facing the vine. That is really good. What's very important about a wine tasting experience is you taste the wine and you spit it out. The wine bucket. Taste the wine. Spit the wine out. Drink more wine. That is a good vin rouge.
Matter of fact. Matter of fact. Brilliant.
Approve of
I
that,
love
folks.
the Anglo-French accent. You had a bit of both. It's very good.
Your pot where you spit out the wine is very close to a flower pot design.
Wait, you say like the pot where he spits out the wine. Did he spit out any wine?
No, I think the intention was there. It didn't
Why would you
happen.
spit it out?
Can't do it.
Why would you spit out a perfectly good Bordeaux?
I noticed that you
Absolutely.
really struggled to swallow at that point. It was like your body was confused. It was mind over matter, trying to spit out, but no, you want to swallow.
That's right. That's right. It's the boarding school all over again.
Yeah, it's a conundrum that many have been through, isn't it, Jonathan?
You know it. You were there. When you smelt the wine, you were like a foot away from the wine glass. How good is your sense of smell?
Jonathan,
Gary.
It had a good waft. Yeah,
A
it was a
waft.
good waft from a distance.
That wasn't wine.
Had a good stench. You can smell it from a mile away.
just feel the stench coming up your wine.
You get all these wine people, don't you? Wine this, wine that. Let's have a bit of red, let's have a bit of white. Oh, that's a snazzy bouquet. Oh, this smells of, I don't know, basil. Sometimes you just want to say, sod all this wine. Just give me a pint of mineral water. Yeah, I know, mate, right, I've got to go. See you. Right, what have we got? Pink Moscato. So I tried a bit earlier, just to get some initial thoughts. I mean, first thing I'd say, it's full-bodied, like that fat bloke out the Austin Powers movies. And then really, you know, in my own words, I'd say, one other sip. I mean, I'd say this barefoot pink Moscato seems it's juicy and refreshing. It's got ripe nectarine aromas, I'd say. Maybe some layers of raspberry, pomegranate. It has a lingering sweet citrus finish. Yeah, definitely. It would probably go well with some spicy Asian cuisine. Maybe some fresh fruit and strawberry shortcake, apparently. I mean, yeah, it would definitely do that. Superb. I mean, it's not hot chocolate, but for wine, I probably shouldn't go too crazy. I'll leave a little bit for Beth. So yeah, I'd say 5 out of 5, top wine.
Great freeze at the end as well.
Dave, was that a real bottle of pink Moscato?
It was a real bottle, definitely.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the bottle was 100% glass.
100% real, yeah.
Yeah.
Because pink Moscato is so disgusting and sweet. You could do it. You could have done it.
Yeah. I could have done that with the real thing, but it was in fact Ribena.
No,
we've got to cut this out. This is
sacrilege.
I was going to say
Too much.
your phone call at the beginning I thought was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, where do you get your scripts? I mean, that was just such inspired.
They just come to me. It's just whatever's on top of my head. I should have had a block of cheese just down by my side at the end and just said, smell my cheese, you bugger.
Oh yeah, missed opportunity that none of us had any cheese. That's a good point, Dave. None of us had cheese. That was a missed opportunity there.
Unless you're looking at the humour, perhaps.
Sorry, yes.
I enjoyed the way you brought the viewers into your video, Dave. Like you interacted with us in a way none of the other videos did, because the camera looked drunk half the time.
I did like the fact that he said, "I'm just going to have another sip." Clunk, 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 clunk. There we go.
Did anyone get the second reference? Did anyone, you all know the partridge? Did anyone get the second reference that was in there?
It's right at the end. I can't remember what it was. No, I can't remember. Say it again.
It's Jez Peep Show. It's not hot chocolate, but for wine, it's great. When he's with Big Suze. And he's,
okay. Went over my head.
No, now you say it, I can recall it. But I didn't think of that. That's very good. I thought hot chocolate was really out of place in it. And it did. Yeah. Very good.
I thought you were ad-libbing, actually.
Do you not know me, Jonathan? I don't ad-lib. I reference.
The Barefoot is a good wine, by the way. I do like Moscato. As Simon said, it's quite sweet, but Barefoot do some really good wines. The Barefoot Merlot is one of my favourite red wines, actually.
Is it a pudding wine, or is it a meal? Is it a main meal wine, or is it a pudding wine?
I think the Moscato is definitely a dessert wine, isn't it? Almost.
Well,
certainly borderline dessert wine because it's quite sweet.
Yeah.
Now this seems like the wine review that you should have had. I've learned more from the last 15 seconds than I have from any of our 7 videos. I'm afraid.
Well, isn't that a perfect way to finish the video? That's all the challenge attempts for this week. So to vote for who you think won, click on the link which is pinned in the comments. Our challenge next week is to do something cool in slow motion.
And me and Dave are going to have to record a dual outro at the end. That's going to be hard. 2.
See.
Have.
We.
Get.
On.
Make.
Sure.
You.
Click.
Subscribe.
And.
Hit.
The.
Bell.
Icon.
To.
Be.
Notified.
When.
It's.
Released.